My name is Bria Frierson, and this is my Second Chances video. I read the book Second Chances by Chuck Gallagher, in which I was impressed by how Chuck was able to turn his life around after being caught committing a white-collar crime. Chuck was a top accountant in the accounting firm that he worked in. But even with his top job and degree, he was still, in his own words, overextended and underfunded, as his wife had just got finished having their first son and so was being a stay-at-home mom, meaning which Chuck was the only person who was bringing in money into their household. After realizing that they was behind on their bills, specifically their mortgage, Chuck decided to borrow money from his clients' accounts to pay his bills, and then he will repay the clients with interest, which he did for about 4 years, during which he and his second wife had their second son. And after Chuck got caught, he lost a lot of things, specifically his job, his reputation. He was forced to sell his house. He was forced to sell his car. He managed to get another job where he used the money from to pay restitution to the client that he stole from. But most importantly, he ended up losing his family over the crime that he committed, as his first wife divorced him, and then he was forced to separate from his kids after he had to go to prison for 11 months and then be classified as a convicted felon. But Chuck was able to turn all that around before and after he went to prison. Before he went to prison, he got hired at a sales job, and he was very honest and hardworking, and he proved himself to be a very valuable employee. So when he got out of prison, they rehired him. 9 months after his release, he got promoted, and then he found new love. He got remarried, and he reconnected with his kids. Chuck now travels around the country as a motivational speaker, where he speaks on his crime and the consequences that he went through to pay for his crimes, but what the consequences has made him into the man that he is today. Now, this was a very good book, as it had a very powerful message behind it and a very powerful story, but the delivery was very repetitive. But the most important point that I kind of got out of this book, when he talked about the 23 steps that he took when it came to getting out of prison, and when he looked back on everything that that happened to him, it was point 22, when he said, and I will quote from the book, that initially there is sadness in leaving the past behind. Often we must leave people behind as we evolve differently from them. That is part of the process as we move into a new life. I clearly made some bad choices in my life. There were people who, once they knew of my actions, left me behind. Likewise, there were people who I left behind. In both cases, our relationships no longer served where we were and who we were becoming. If there is one obstacle to claiming your success, often I find that it is the unwillingness to leave the comfort of those you are connected with. If you choose to move your life into positive territory, then you must be willing to leave bad choices behind. Chuck has moved his life into positive territory now and then. And that is why I think that the Second Chances is a very, very good book and should be read by many other people. Thank you.